Welcome to the kidsministry.blog podcast. Every episode, we share ideas, tips, and resources to help your children's ministry thrive.
Okay, so today we're doing a deep dive into this really interesting piece from the Kids Ministry blog. It's called Effective Ways to Handle Challenging Questions in Class.
Right, and it tackles something I think anyone who interacts with curious minds faces, those really tough questions.
Exactly. The kind that make you wish you could just, vanish. The article calls them curveballs, and that feels right.
It really does, that feeling of being completely caught off guard.
So our mission here is to pull out some practical strategies from their experience, specifically from this one contributor, Miss Sarah.
Yes, the surprise people incident. It's quite the story.
It really is. So Miss Sarah's teaching the Cain and Abel story, right? Feels like she's got it down.
Smooth sailing, she thinks.
Then Aiden, this little kid, apparently couldn't even tie his shoes yet, asks the question.
The big one. Where did Cain get his wife?
Yeah. And he adds, did he marry his sister or his mom? Because that's gross.
Yeah.
And illegal. Kids, right?
No filter. And that's where the panic kicked in for Miss Sarah.
Totally. Instead of pausing, she just sort of blurts it out.
She invents surprise people. God apparently made extra people but kept them hidden. As a surprise.
Surprise. It sounds absurd now, but you can picture the moment, can't you? Just pure panic.
Absolutely. And it just snowballed from there. Instantly.
Yeah. Another kid, Madison, immediately asks, wait, secret people hiding in the bushes.
And Miss Sarah, she just doubles down, starts building this whole theology of stealth humans.
Which, of course, leads to more questions. The kids were relentless.
Yeah. Were they invisible? Did they live underground like moles?
Were they ninja people? That was my favorite.
It got so wild that finally little Emma just looks at her and says it.
The brutal truth bomb.
Miss Sarah, you look really scared and your voice is getting squeaky. Are you making all this up right now?
Oof. Called out by a kid. That had to hurt.
Led to a late night text to her pastor, Pastor Dave, asking, hypothetically about secret societies of hidden humans.
And his reaction?
Laughter, apparently. Lots of it. But then, crucially, validation.
Right. He told her it's okay. It's actually good to say, I don't know.
Yeah, nobody expects you to be a, quote, walking theological encyclopedia.
And now her stealth people theology is basically church legend. Funny, but also a great lesson learned.
A lesson she needed because this wasn't the only time she got ambushed by questions.
What else did she run into?
Well, all sorts. Some practical, did Mary change Jesus's diapers?
Okay, that's a fair logistical question, I suppose.
Then deeper stuff, why put the forbidden tree right where Adam and Eve could reach it if God wanted perfection?
Yeah, that's a classic tough one.
And then there was the universalism incident. Started innocently, ended with a parent calling because his daughter thought Hitler was probably in heaven.
Whoa. Okay, see, that shows how things can escalate fast. Even a mosquito question apparently led to kids listing awful things like stepping on Legos.
Right. It just highlights the minefield these questions can be if you're not prepared.
So after all this trial by fire, what did she find actually works? She mentioned finding some magic words.
Yeah, simple stuff, really. Things like, wow, that's such a smart question. I've wondered that too. Affirming the questioner.
That makes sense. Validating their curiosity.
Or just being honest. I'm not sure about that one. Let me ask Pastor Dave, or whoever the relevant expert might be.
Taking the pressure off herself to know everything on the spot.
Exactly. And pointing back to core truths. The Bible doesn't tell us everything, but it does tell us God loves us.
A good anchor. What else?
My favorite one she mentioned was turning it back to them gently. Different people think about that in different ways. What do you think?
Gauging their own thinking. Like with the Noah's Ark questions she mentions.
Precisely. She asked the kids for their thoughts, and it led to a great discussion without her needing to have some definitive, perfect answer for every single detail.
So the big takeaway here isn't about becoming that walking encyclopedia after all.
Not at all. It's about showing up authentically, taking the questions seriously, even the wild ones.
And being okay with saying, I don't know, modeling that humility.
Yes. And fostering that environment where it's safe to be curious, where you can learn together, that builds way more trust than inventing ninja people hiding in Eden.
Definitely less stressful too, I imagine. It shifts the goal from having answers to guiding the exploration.
It really does. It's about the process, not just the product.
So thinking about this, How can you, listening right now, apply this idea of valuing curiosity, admitting what you don't know, learning with people?
Yeah, how does that apply in your own deep dives, whether that's at work, at home, or just navigating those tricky conversations life throws at you? Something to think about.
Thanks for listening. To find more ideas, tips, and resources, go to kidsministry.blog. We'll see you next time.